What it do, y'all? What it do? I'm not. What are you laughing at? Oh my god! I didn't see the last. I can't. We live. I can't watch it right now.
Just watch it right quick. Okay, just watch it.
Oh my god! We'll talk while I'm watching it because we live.
Okay. Hello, you guys. We are. Oh, we are. I can't breathe. Hold on. I'm trying to stop laughing. Welcome to the side. I mean, to its own. Who I was about to say the size up. Ooh, please.
Now, oh my god, what was the baby trying to accomplish? Y'all, I'm not fooling with Wendy in these TikToks. She'll have me going all day long.
Hold on.
Listen,
And then the funny thing was, the baby tried to get back in the bed.
yes, after wreaking havoc. Oh my god, children are the worst. Look,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm still off camera because my hair's not done. I'm still taking hair down. I hate being the only person. Listen, I need a husband real quick, like so they can help me take my hair down. That's what I need. I'm just putting it out in the atmosphere right now. I don't want to continue to take my hair down by myself. It's not fun. I did not get slides together because I'm still piddling paddling with my hair. So next week I shall hopefully turn over a new leaf. I'm gonna try to get them together beforehand since I ain't got no life and I ain't doing nothing. Welcome to our little show. It's on. We're gonna review the shows. We're gonna start with the reality shows, but tonight we're also gonna do a review of Dahmer. Um, let your nephew do my hair. I'm good. I think I found someone. Thank you though, Paul. Um, I really think I found someone. Um, I have to finish taking my hair down. That's where we are with that. Um, so did you watch any of the shows? Thanks, Paul, for my early birthday. Thank you very kindly. It's tomorrow. Um, you didn't watch them? You did. So where we start? We start with Married to Medicine. You is on mute.
Oh, I was watching Jordan Sparks dance, and first she started off singing to her son and her husband, and then she's dancing. I always vote for her. I always give her 10 votes. Her 10 votes.
Oh, I didn't know Jordan was on this. Listen, you know what? It's
Di-
on Disney Plus, and I feel
Mhm.
like I just need to binge watch the shows when it's on the Disney Plus. I don't know that was a smart move on their part because I know people that tuned in to Dancing with the Steel to this day, tuned in live to the Dancing with the Stars. So I don't know
Mhm.
that was a smart idea on their part to move it to Disney Plus because what do they show on ABC? What happened?
She's giving her son a hug and a kiss.
Oh, that's so
Okay.
okay.
Okay, yes, I've watched
We gonna start
um
with Married to Medicine.
girl, girl, and girl. What was going on with Contessa?
So we're gonna start off. They went to Blue. Is it Blue Ridge? Is that what
Blue
they call
Ridge.
it? Okay.
We need to
So
we need to do a trip like that.
I
We in the
would love
middle.
to. I would definitely love to. I'm not a fan of camping. I went camping once in my
Oh
life. I
no,
took the
no.
boys
No, no, I'm talking about get a
in a
lodge.
cabin. No, no,
In the
no.
cabin.
That's where I was going with it. So if it was going to be a camping experience for me, I would have to be in a lodge in a cabin in the woods. I know that's a scary movie, but no. I'm the Negro in that movie. I would not die. But um I that's my idea of camping. Somebody said glamping is good. I haven't tried the glamping yet.
I'm sorry. Anything that ends with amping, not good.
Well, I heard glamping is better. But again, I would like to go to like a Coachella or like one of those big like multi-day festivals and get like a yurt. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um I've always wanted to try that once, but like camping, no. I've been one with nature one too many times in my life, and I'm good on that. We had to hitch a tent. I had to sleep on the air mattresses. It just wasn't a fun experience for me. The air mattress that my child tore up, let's talk about that. The first night. So it just wasn't the greatest experience for me. And the sleeping bag is also not comfortable on the ground. That's not my thing. But the boys had fun. I just didn't like it. Um so anybody want to take my children camping, by all means come get them. It's fall break. I'm still jealous that somebody's child is in Florida. And my child is sitting in the house looking at the wall. But I digress. She ignored me too because she watching Dancing with the Stars. So, Married to Medicine, let's start off with they want to mend their friend relationships. I feel like every trip though is about mending a friend relationship or a marriage. Like every time they take a trip, they trying to mend something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fell out with somebody and they trying to mend it, or it's a problem with one of the couples and everybody's trying to give their opinion. Y'all are not licensed. Y'all might be board certified doctors, but y'all ain't none of y'all licensed. I think maybe Buffy might have been a licensed counselor. Was she a counselor? When she
Who?
was just Buffy. What did Buffy do? Or was her husband a psychologist?
I think it was her husband.
So that's the only person I feel like that's certified to give anybody. I don't care how long you've been married. Everybody's relationship is not your relationship, right? So Jackie and Simone put this trip together and their husbands so that everybody can get back to square one, back to having fun without all this petty bickering and arguing and BS. I feel like Toya was on an apology tour during this. I didn't like it. I
Mm-hmm.
Toya, I don't think Toya was wrong when she mugged that girl in the face because that girl got in her face. I'm sorry. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think that Toya was wrong for that. Um, do I think that Toya and Anila needs to have a deeper conversation?
Okay, so Anila act like she all innocent,
She's
and
not.
and then hold on, I just love how the two producers be
They always do that. They shady.
rewind.
Yeah, they shady in the mud.
You
When
know,
people say I didn't
you
say
know
that,
what you did.
yeah, when people say I didn't say that, they always go back to what was said that they claim they didn't say. Um, Anila is not innocent in this situation. But what I will say is Anila should not have that lady could have got her own ride to Quad's party. That's really how I feel about that. Do I think Quad was being messy for inviting the lady and Quad knew about the rumor? I don't know because I yet to see.
Hold on, but
Okay,
here's my theory. Quad knew about the rumor, and that's why she invited the girl.
possibly because Quad is messy. I like Quad, but Quad is messy. Um, so I get that. I 100% receive and get that. Um, so Anila. I do think that Toya could have been a little bit more sensitive to the breaking in thing. I really think that she could have been a lot more sensitive actually to the breaking in situation. Um I feel like she and I saw a couple people come in. We're gonna do the Dahmer review, y'all. I promise we are.
Um,
Huh?
but hold on, but here's my thing. If somebody that's supposed to be your friend done accused, done basically hinted that you had something to do, no, that you spread a rumor that you cheated on your husband, then the next couple of days their house got broken into, would you be sympathetic or have any kind of compassion at
So
that moment?
here's the thing.
No.
This is my issue with that. Let me tell you what my issue is with that. My issue with that is that I get being protective of your marriage and your situation, but The thing that the people want you to do is go off and act the fool. That's what they want you to do. They want you to be ghetto and loud, and that's what Toya is. She's ghetto and she's loud. They want you to react to it. If you know you ain't cheating on your husband,
Really?
what?
Nothing.
What? What's
Nothing. Go
wrong?
ahead.
Somebody ate your
Nothing.
food.
My chips.
The main culprit ain't even there. So what happened?
Do you know who the other culprit is?
Come on.
The owner of this house.
She said I own it. I'm eating it. Oh no. Okay. That's what I said, your mama. Okay. So I think that yes, I get that part. But even in that moment, that girl, somebody accusing you of cheating on your husband that's not true, versus your house got broken into. Those are two very different things, in my
I
opinion.
know, but my thing is this. But if you're the person that was helping the rumor get spread for
But the
some
rumor
reason,
was already
or,
out there. When nobody
or
spreading
you
the
brought
rumor,
the, or you're supposed to be so called trying to make everything right with me, and you bring the person.
she wasn't trying to make everything because Toya wasn't interested in making things right with her. Toya wasn't interested in that.
Well, anyway, I don't condone it, but I don't blame her either. Go ahead.
Well, I feel like she could have sent at least sent a text message. You know what I'm saying? Saying, "Man, I'm sorry. You know, your house got broken into. Whatever, whatever, whatever." Those are two separate things, in my opinion. So I do think she could have been a little bit more compassionate, especially since she claimed she felt away by not seeing the girl at her house when she would go past her house.
But,
Um,
but you're not getting what I'm saying.
no, I get what you're saying.
Later on, she showed some kind of compassion. It happened. What? This was like a month after it happened. That's when she started showing some compassion. A couple of days after you brought somebody with you who's been spreading the rumor. Come on.
This is my thing. I get that, but even after that it happened. You see what I'm saying? After this, you waited until to say this to her. You waited till y'all got to the Blue Ridge Lodge to say that. You could have sent a text message to that girl a long time ago. I also don't think Heavenly, I'm gonna say this again. I think Heavenly was trying to warn Toya. Heavenly was not purposely trying to bring a rumor on camera. When Heavenly do her mess, Heavenly do her mess, and she means her mess. Okay. She stands in her mess. I don't believe that Toya was trying to bring. I think Toya was trying to say, "Hey, bro, I'm trying to give you a heads up."
This you mean Heavenly?
Huh?
You mean Heavenly, not Toya?
I thought I said Heavenly.
You said Toya said, "Hey, girl, this is the rumor that's going on."
I'm sorry. Heavenly said that to Toya. She said, "Hey, girl, this is the rumor that's going on. I just want to let you know. I want to give you a heads up." So she's putting Heavenly in that bubble with them. I don't think that's fair either. Now again, Heavenly has done her dirt. Heavenly stands in her dirt. She right, wrong, or indifferent, which is why a lot of people don't like Heavenly. A lot of people don't like Nene. A lot of people don't like certain people that I'm like, you know what, sis, I get it. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm gonna say when she wrong. She was wrong for doing what she did to Contessa. She was absolutely wrong for what she did to Contessa, as far as doing the thing on the YouTube channel. And then
I can't wait to see the reunion. You know,
I can't wait to see the reunion either because I want to see if Contessa is the one that tried to jump on her. So that's that. I do like the fact that she did apologize to Audra. A lot of people are like, well, Audra didn't apologize to her. She probably did apologize to her. Y'all gotta understand, these are edited. It's edited. Right. So like, ain't nobody like stop. They show what they want to show. At this point, we should know. In this far in the game of watching reality TV, we should definitely know, right? Mm-hmm. So that's a thing that happened. So she apologized for that. But like I said, I felt like she was on an apology tour. The guys went bowling, and of course they brought up the fact that Eugene was saying that he felt like they
Some
got
kind of way. Right. Which
uh
I would have.
for the break-in.
And see,
Um,
here's the thing: the way they was looking at Carrot. Did you see how all three of them was looking at him?
First of all, Karen said, if I had a thought y'all broke in my house or y'all set us up to get broken in, I would not be here. So I'm glad he shut that down. I need for I don't like when the guys get I everybody can't be Peter Thomas. I don't like Peter to be Peter Thomas. You know, I don't need you to want a peach or whatever your emblem is for your show. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I get tired of men that be nitpicking it in women's business. I don't like it. It's not attractive to me. Um, but I'm glad Kieran shut that down and said, "Bro, I don't think that. That's stupid to think that." You know what I'm saying? I also, it's heavenly puts it that the white girl, Carrie, whatever her name is,
Mm-hmm.
brought that to the group. That Toya had put a hit out because of the rumor about Eugene or whatever on the Neela. And no, they didn't think, and everybody said that on their social media. They never thought that Toya did that, but they thought it was rather odd that as soon as this white girl says this happened.
Everybody want to believe in it.
Right. So that was the thing. They said that's what they thought, and I believe Carrie said that. And Carrie, you haven't seen Carrie. This is what Heavenly said. The reason why Carrie was on the show was because she was a friend of Toya's. When Carrie said that to the girls, and Toya found out that I don't know if she said it in the front of them or not. Toya found out you don't see Carrie no more. Okay, so I always wondered what her purpose was. I didn't know she was a friend of Toya's. Toya also got an issue with friends. She be falling out with these girls left and right. I don't get it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand. What do you do to the women to where they be ready to be through with you after a certain period of time? I do. This is what I believe about Anila. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna stand in what I say.
Okay.
I think Toya had a problem with Anila getting close to Heavenly.
I don't think it was heavily per se. I think it was more quiet than heavily.
I don't care. Heavenly quiet. She don't like Heavenly neither. She got close to Heavenly. Don't don't agree with that at all. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's where I am with that. I think she had a problem with her aligning herself with those people.
Mm-hmm.
That that ain't who I brought you to the group. I didn't bring you to the group so you could be cool with them folk. And I think that's what her problem is. And I wish she would just say that. You know what I'm saying? Just say, hey, I brought you to the group. The issue that I got with you is I brought you to the group and you came in this group, and with the chicks that I don't really mess with like that, you started hanging out with them. Just say that. You're grown. You're 45 years old, according to you. You grown. If you that grown, go on and be real and keep it 100. That's why you fell out with a nigga. Because Lee was like, I ain't do nothing to you. What happened? That's what happened. So then, yes, Anila's gonna align herself with other folk, and then Toya, they it's a mess. Their situation and friendship is a mess. And no, I don't think Anila was right for bringing that girl to the party. That was wrong.
And then she had another quiet. She told me quiet invited her the day before, so I was set up. No, honey, you was not set up.
You want to
Because
set
you
up?
told her, you said you're gonna go ahead and talk about that rumor. You said it.
Yeah, you did say it. So no, I don't think there was something that you were aligning. I think, and that's the issue. You aligning yourself with folk. Make your own judgments. Don't. I'm not saying be a follower. Definitely make your own judgments and make your own friends, but don't be anybody's puppet or pawn. And that's what I think she was doing in that situation. Um. So moving right along, Jackie and Simone set up a spa day for the ladies while the guys were at the bowling alley. Daddy aka Damon, was not present because he had a conference or class or something he had to take. He came later on. The ladies did their little spa day, and there was I don't know what's going on with Contessa. I really don't. Maybe she was lit. Um, Jackie and was it Simone or Toya? Jackie and Toya started rubbing Contessa's feet,
And her legs spread eagle,
baby, wide
her
open,
stuff
busted
out.
wide open for everybody to see. It was interesting. Um, so I don't know what's going on with Contessa at all. I don't. Um, but that was interesting. On the season finale at Blue Ridge, things are gonna blow up between Toya and Quad. Quad is gonna walk out the room.
Hold on.
Okay. There's also gonna be a preacher that is gonna come and give them a blessing. I don't know how that's gonna work out. So we're gonna see how that works. I don't think it is. Contessa and Heavenly are also gonna have their falling out, and I think Heavenly needs to stop poking the bear when it comes. If my friend don't want to hear my advice about their spouse, which I try to stay out of relationships, I try to stay out of other people's relationships, um, especially with my friends because they get mad when you know I have an opinion. If I don't like something or if I don't like the person that they're with, and I'm not, a fan of their work as far as them being in a relationship. So, with that being said, since I definitely I try to keep my mouth closed and and let them kind of see for themselves. And if they don't, if they ask my opinion, I give it. And I'm sure everything that Heavenly said on her YouTube, I'm pretty certain that she's probably said to Contessa. And I think the issue that Contessa has is she didn't want everybody in the world to be in her business like that, which I agree. I definitely agree. Um, so yeah. We'll see how that pans out. Doesn't look good for them. Because again, I hear she almost got beat down at the reunion. So is you still on the phone or are you talking to me? She must still be on the phone. Okay, so moving right along, I'm just gonna get on Love and Hip Hop for a hot second and then I'm gonna move off. Um
That was my son.
okay. He having fun in the sun?
He went to the beach today, and it's his first time ever going to the beach. And he was like, "I'm not gonna get in the water. I'm just gonna look at the water." I said, "Son,
Get in the water.
hold on, no." I told him, once you put your feet on that beach and you look at that water, you gonna want to go in it.
Yeah, it's fun. I can't swim and I got in the ocean.
Yeah,
Listen,
he got in it though.
okay, that's good. I'm gonna touch on Love and Hip Hop really quickly.
Okay.
Um, so apparently the meter girl that Jock was supposed to be messing with, um, Mita called herself bringing receipts. They met Kendra and Jock and Mita, which was a bad idea. Met up with Spice and Mita. Spice kind of knew Spice knew more than she was letting on because Mita showed her some receipts, but Spice told her, can we not? Don't do that. Just tell the girl what's going on and go from their standpoint. But Kendra, of course, is an attorney, so she has to see receipts. She wants to see the evidence. Um, Jock is put in a precarious situation because why you send a text message to this lady if you know this lady going, I don't believe that you weren't still messing with that lady. I don't believe that. Because you had a whole nother child. I don't understand. How are we out here busting wide open for folk and doing the do and we ain't putting on no protection. We ain't wearing no condoms. And nobody on no birth control. Forget beings of disease that's running rampant. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And Jock is right up there with Nick and them because I think this is ninth child. That man got children galore. So Um, Erica Mena and Safari are getting a divorce. That we knew that was coming. That was inevitable. Um,
Wasn't he acting some kind of way when he found out that Rich was kind of hollering at Erica?
Rich,
But then
okay.
and
Rich
then he
said
said,
he
"Hold on, you
never
did
said
broke call, dude." But
he was
Rich was
not
like,
the
"Well, I
broke
was
one.
trying to messing with her too when you started messing with her."
He was. They had a whole relationship. Rich and Erica dated for years, right? And then you supposed to be my homie, and then you push up on her, and I let it go. It's all good. But you can't come get mad at me because we're just friends. Ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing at the way going on between me and Minna. You call her Minna. That's what he's always called her. Did you not see all the seasons of the Love and Hip Hop before you came on? Go back and look at the history. He calls the girl Minna. That's what he's always called her. When he mad, when he sad, when he angry, when he happy, he called the girl Minna. That's what he calls her. Um, so but here's my thing. You were a trash dude. Actually, what he got mad about, it wasn't so much as that. What he got mad about was the guys were saying, you got to think about some other dude going to be raising your kids, right? That's what he got mad about and threw the chair and left the party. Because everybody was like, yeah, some other dude going to come in. You finna get a divorce. You sure that's what you want to do? You don't want to try to work it out? Because somebody else going to be there, take care of your kids. That was the
Well,
that was
see, that's on
like,
him though. He the
that
one
is
that
on
wanted
him.
to act the fool.
He was the one who left that girl at the house pregnant. When she had that last baby and they was going through all them changes, he was at a party somewhere else and not at the hospital with her. He didn't want that baby. And he's also put out there in the atmosphere that child might not be his and he might want to get a paternity test. Crazy than a mug. So of course Rich went back and told him. So that's about to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know what's gonna happen with Spice and Kendra because Spice went to the wedding. The the other baby was in the wedding. They all knew what was going on. It was pretty crazy. Um, Scrap and his mama, he got to learn to draw some boundaries between Mama D because Bambi is not going. Bambi is not them other baby mamas, with the other baby mama or any other girls that he has dated. That ain't Bambi's. That's not Bambi's. Not not that person. Bambi is going wild out, and the things that Mama D has done in the past, you can't. There is no way that you can justify that behavior, and then you want to see your grandkids. No, you can't be wilding out and acting a fool, and that's crazy. So
She's Mama D's a fool, period, though.
she
Because
is
she
a
didn't know
fool,
how to spell
period.
good.
But she's done some crazy, like she's done some real life crazy stuff. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Just legitimate crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't understand how you expect to be in grandkids' lives without your antics and acting a fool. You can't be serious for nothing. I don't understand. You like 100 years old, lady. Sit down. Um, all right, so that's it. Y'all can catch the season finale of Married to Medicine on Bravo Sunday nights. Is it are they're after they're still
I
after
thought it
Real
was
Housewives.
Mondays.
Married to Medicine? I said Married to
Oh
Medicine
yeah,
on
yeah,
Bravo.
man. Yeah.
Sundays 9 8 Central. And you could catch Love and Hip Hop Monday nights, um 8 7 Central on BH1. Let's get on over to these Real Housewives of the Potomac. Let me tell y'all something. I don't care what y'all say about Potomac. Them heifers come out swinging, okay? So we have a lot to unpack. Just a little bit. We ain't gonna spend a whole lot of time because we gotta get on this Dahmer review. So, a couple of things that the ladies have questions about, and of course, we open up the scene with Karen and Robin and Giselle and Ashley having a picnic. Don't know where everybody else's invitation was, but it's okay. So the first thing they start to talk about before Ashley walks up is Ashley's getting a divorce finally. And I wish y'all could see these air quotations that I am making because everything Ashley is doing is not saying I'm getting a divorce. Okay. I'm gonna share that with you momentarily. Um, so they're concerned. And Karen was like, I'm trying to see how we got here. And Giselle was like, girl, this is Michael Darby we talking about. We know how we got here. Um, so then when Ashley sits down, she shares with them that she and Michael are looking for a house together or for you and the kids. No, we're gonna put it under our LLC. So y'all moving in together in a new house, right? Okay. In your LLC that you creating. There's no more prenup. I don't know if she got the post-nup done, but there is no more prenup because the prenup has expired. She has been married to Mike long enough to where that prenup is expired and they didn't go back to the table and re-up on the prenup. So we know she's entitled to whatever she asked for at this point, and definitely entitled to child support in the event they actually do go through with this divorce. Apparently Ashley for her therapy has been making TikTok videos, and this the white side of her that's coming out because they are really offbeat, and not and not in tune. But whatever floats your boat, sis, we can be offbeat all day long. I guess just do what you do. Um, so they're like, y'all looking for a house together. Her family is side eyeing her too. Her mama and her uncle is like, girl, for real. Y'all getting a divorce, but y'all getting a house. Make it make sense, because it doesn't. Um, so that's one issue that they are hashing out to start off the season. The next issue is Mia. Of course, we reported on the size up that Mia uh had a cancer scare earlier this year. And she put out there in the blogs that she had cancer, and then she changed it and said she thought she had cancer. So they were kind of concerned about that, and they thought Mia was doing a pick me post, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mia, Mia. Mia set old Jizzy out. She said, "Oh, you want to question my health? I done went through all this stuff, and y'all ain't been there. F you." Oh, yeah, Giselle wasn't ready for that. Um, so of course Giselle also tried to throw Karen under the bus because she tried to say that Karen thought it was weird. That's not what Karen said. This time they did the replay, and Karen didn't say what Giselle said. She said, "You said it's weird," and she said, I agree that it is different, but that's how. But you need to give her the opportunity to answer the questions. She said it's different. She didn't say it was weird. She just said it was different. That ain't the way she would have did it. She would not have posted. And she told Mia when she went to Mia's house, when they were having whatever they was having at Mia's house. She told her, I would not have shared that news on social media. I would have told my friends. I would have, and especially with the folk in our group, because they got questions and they judgmental and they finna ask them. Okay. Candace is freezing her eggs. She's freezing her eggs because she's going on tour. She wants to do all these things, but she and Chris got a problem because Chris' work schedule is problematic for her. And it's about to be a bigger problem a little later on in the season, but we ain't got there yet. So they're having disagreements about her doing these injections so that they can extract the eggs to freeze them, and how she has to be very present, and she's gonna need help for the very present situation that they're in because she needs somebody to give injections to her. Chris is saying, I got you, I'll do the injections. But she said, but I can't depend on that because you ain't been at the house. So, um, where am I? Wendy sits down, have a meeting with Peter Thomas because she wants to open a Nigerian lounge. Hold on, though. Why you want to put books in there so that kids can come in and read, but you want a Nigerian lounge? Those two don't mix at all. He said, and I quote, it's going to take 1.5 million total to open the lounge. Her investment would be 300K, and they get a return on their investment in about 18 to 22 months. A lot of people was questioning his math, but Peter has two successful lounges, maybe three, I think. Successful lounges right now. He got the one in Charlotte. I don't know if he still got bar one in Atlanta, but I know he got the one in Charlotte. He got another one in Miami. I feel as though Peter knows what he's doing at this point. They successful. They doing their thing. Um, I still feel like Peter owed Cynthia whatever money she invested into one of them lounges, but that ain't my business. They apparently didn't deal with that in divorce court, and so it ain't my business to discuss. Um, so now they're stirring the pot, trying to say that Wendy has something going on with Peter. We talked about that yesterday. I think because Sharice is back in the picture, we're gonna talk about it in a minute. But I think Sharice got something going on with Peter Thomas. Let me tell you why. Sharice sat down and had lunch with Robin. They talked about a prenup. Girl, a prenup, Robin. Robin. Robin, you're a thousandaire girl. What are we doing a prenup for? Robin feels like if she works hard for her money, then if she get a divorce from one, he's not entitled to half of her money. She said she gladly signed a prenup when he was in the NBA because she didn't feel like she was entitled to half of his money. But he still ended up living with you, girl. I'm confused. By the way, Robin has a lot to say about Ashley moving in with Michael. Robin, you and Juan are still living together. Y'all ain't married yet. And everybody keeps saying that she gonna get married and she by Sheree time. I saw that. I laughed. I chuckled. Um, but yes, so um Sharice, she asked Sharice about her dating life, and Sharice said she's been in 2.5 relationships. She got a booty call situation going on. And whenever she gets bored and she feels like she needs to get knocked out, she rings up this gentleman's phone. Feel like it's Michael. I mean, not Michael. I feel like it's Peter. Um, I don't know. I'm just gonna put it out there. I think that's the relationship. I do not think Wendy's cheating on her husband with old Papa Smurf. I don't believe that. Why did Karen send these girls an invitation with some tacos and tequila? Like some real tacos. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
She had the real tacos in the box with the tequila. I did think it was funny that one of Ashley babies was about to open the bottle of tequila. Oh, that was hilarious. She's oh no, don't open that. I don't know why she sent real tacos. That was tacky. But her party was beautiful. I did like the design and the decor. I wish she had have picked a different day because it was storming like crazy on that day. But we got to see a scholar, we got to see Katie, we got to see some other ladies that we've seen in the past that's been featured on Real Housewives of Potomac. We thought Katie was coming back. I think Katie thought she was coming back too. And then they was like, nah, girl, you can't come back. So Katie had a real problem with that. But a lot of things were going on. Why did Wendy try to hug Giselle? I don't know. Why did she try to hug Giselle? You could say, hey Giselle, what's going on? How you doing? Let's have a conversation because I feel like we need to talk. But a hug was not warranted. That's not what that called for. I would have did the same thing Giselle did. Um, Candace and Ashley are cool again. I think Candace's problem was Michael Darby. Just my thoughts. Um, we're gonna go with that and we're gonna leave it there. I also think that too the main problem or the main reason why Candace and Ashley fell out was because Ashley took Monique's side. I think that as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I digress. So we're gonna see how this season goes. There are gonna be a lot of twists and turns. I did see the preview for the rest of the season. I'm interested. I'm kind of all in. I can't wait to see the eruption that is going to happen and go down and take place. Um, what are your thoughts about the new season so far? first
Yeah.
episode.
And the first episode to me is always kind of like a iffy type thing. Um,
They brought up a lot of issues though.
yeah.
They really did. They brought a lot that's gonna kind of set the tone for the season. That's what you look for, I think, when you're looking for an opening. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I love it when one of Giselle's girls said, "Mommy, I thought you got rid of majority of your wardrobe
That
and
girl
replaced."
said, "I thought we got a new wardrobe." No, girl. Where are you going to church? This is a church fashion show. Like they be roasting her. They really be taking her to task. Let me tell you who else children be talking bad to them. Robin's boys, they be talking real bad. They be talking so bad to Robin, it ain't even funny. I be like, girl, really? They talk so bad to them to their mama. It's not even funny. Cash money, girl. What are you doing? Why? Can we not? Can we do something different? Um, so yes, I can't wait. I love Giselle's daughters because they take her to task each and every time. And I love it. Um, I adore them. No pun intended, because one of the baby's names is Adore. Um, so Real Housewives of Potomac, check them out. Um, on oh my god, Bravo,
Mm-hmm.
Sunday nights, 8 7 Central. Make sure y'all check them out. All right. Anything else we want to talk about before we get into Dahmer?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Let's,
right.
I'm gonna let
So
you talk all about Dahmer.
oh,
I'm gonna say a little bit. I just I on Dahmer. I'm sorry. It was hard for me to just really watch it all the way through without fast forwarding it. It
yeah,
was.
it was pretty graphic. Let me tell you, Evan Peters, if you don't get an Emmy for this, because he really played that role really well. I think he played serial killer pretty well. Almost makes me want to side eye. Oh, Evan, I just want to put that out there right now. I need you to go do a Marvel movie or something. Uh, so I can know you're a real boy, okay? And I won't think you're a serial killer. Um, Shout out to Niecy Nash. Niecy Nash did a phenomenal job as the neighbor. Um,
And the woman died in real life.
did she?
Yeah, she died in. I think they said she died in 2010.
Oh wow.
Found in her home,
Oh wow.
dead at 50 something years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
She did a phenomenal job playing that role. She did support the families. Let's talk about especially the Asian family whose son was 14. Um, there I was young when this happened. I was in school, maybe middle school. I'm thinking when this happened.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, maybe middle school, elementary, middle school, when this was going on or taking place. So I didn't know all the particulars about it. I do remember the eating part of the body parts. I remember that. Um, and then I later on found out it was men, but the biggest thing that I didn't realize was that he targeted men of color. Only probably two of his victims were white.
And that
Everybody,
was in the beginning
right?
when he first started doing it. Yeah.
Right. Everybody else was Latino or Asian, or the majority of his victims were black. He purposely moved into a neighborhood where he wouldn't get caught, and he didn't get caught for so very, very long. It took one guy, Tracy, I can't remember Tracy's last name, who
Atkins or something like that.
something like that, who ran away, and went to go find the police to bring them back to Dahmer's place and say, "Hey, it's something wrong with this man. He's trying to kill me, and he got something going on in his apartment. Y'all need to go see it because it's weird." They went in there and they saw the IDs, they saw the body parts, the skeletons and all this other stuff. When they started opening up stuff and moving stuff out the way, they saw the blood stain on his bed. They thought it was odd too. They arrested him, and of course, the rest was history. They delved into his life. His mom and dad were cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. His mom mainly. Um,
His mom died in 2000
oh, I didn't know she died in 2000.
of breast cancer.
Okay, she. Woo. Mom was manic depressive. She took medication the entire time she was pregnant with Jeffrey. Um, Probably the entire time she was pregnant with his brother as well. Um, he had a hernia surgery or something, and they said his whole demeanor changed after that. He was a weird kid. Basically a loner. Um, they showed some different things in his life that happened when he was a kid. A lot of things that his dad was a scientist. And part of the time when he was a young boy, his dad was in school. I don't know if he was in school to get his master's degree or whatever it was, but his dad was a scientist. So when um his son found interest in dissecting animals and catching rodents and stuff around the house, um his father kind of nurtured that, taught him a couple of things, how to get rid of them. He had funerals and burials for the animals. It was really, really weird. Nobody caught on to how fascinated this child was. His dad was probably thinking he was going to be a scientist. That was not the case. Um,
The part, you know, I'm sorry. That part when he went to the college and he had a 0.45
that
GPA.
man had a 0.45 GPA. His daddy had already paid for the next semester. And then he said, "You're going to the army." Went to the military. They caught him doing some weird stuff, mainly drugging people. I don't think he actually
Because
got.
he learned how, because they taught
Yeah,
him how.
yeah. So drugging people because he wanted to be a medic, so he was around medication and that sort of thing. So he got caught, I think, drugging somebody, if I'm not mistaken. He got an honorable discharge from the military. I don't know how that happened, because if you drugging people, that's a crime, in my opinion. But maybe back then they didn't count it as a crime. I don't know. But he got caught for doing some crazy stuff. They said he was drunk or something. I don't know. I think it was more to that story. But privileged white man, let go, tap on the shoulder. He spent a lot of his time, or about a year of his time, in Florida. He didn't come home. Spent up all his retirement money from the military. And when he ran out of money, he called his dad. His dad always was there to bail him out. That was another problem for me. I know he tried really, really hard, but in certain instances where we got to leave the children where they are, put him in a mental institution, drop him off, and leave him. That's my thought process. That's what you should have done, Dad. Um, you got away from the mom. You left the mom with the boy. You know the mom was unstable. The mama left the boy, and the boy went haywire over the summer. Crazy stuff, right? He had a drinking problem. He was an alcoholic. He battled with his sexuality. Of course, you saw lots of that going on throughout the series. His grandma, I also think that they were wrong to let that man stay at his grandma's house. I really, and here's the other thing that bothered me. There were more than one complaint filed against him. They could have stopped him from killing all of these people, but they did not, because the main people that were complaining about his behavior were black people. He got kicked out of bathhouses for his unusual behavior, and they had a lot of those back in the day. Banned from going to certain places because of his behavior, and they should have just arrested him. You know what I'm saying, or kept him. And then he was a pedophile. That was the other thing. So the two things that broke my heart the most was the 14-year-old boy who the neighbor and her daughter and her niece found inebriated, 14 years old, with nothing but his underwear on, trying to get away. And the police walked the baby back upstairs to that man's apartment to die. Told the black women they didn't know what they was talking about. The thing that saddened me even more about that particular situation was that those cops, they got suspended. They got their jobs back. One of them even became chief of police. Uh, they came back with a salary bigger than what they had. They got honored at a police bank. Like they put them up on a pedestal and was cops until I think one retired in like 2017. They saw nothing wrong with what they did, which was crazy and ridiculous and completely racist in my opinion. The other story that broke my heart was the deaf guy, um, Anthony. What's that baby's last name? Um, they had a relationship, according to his mom. The mom knew Jeff. That's all she knew was Jeff. Um, that's all she knew was Jeff. That's the only thing that she knew, uh, name wise. That was all she knew. But she knew that when he went out, he would go out to see his friend named Jeff. I believe they had an ongoing relationship. Nobody can make me Tony Hughes. Nobody, Anthony Hughes or Tony Hughes. Nobody can make me feel differently about that. In my opinion, I feel like um I definitely feel like uh that situation was weird and crazy, and I that broke my heart. Um, I did like that episode, or the way they shot the episode, because they muted it so that you can read and see the sign that he was doing when he was signing. And when everybody else was talking to him, they would turn the volume up so you could hear everybody else talk. I thought that was cool because it brought it from his eyes. His mom loved him. Mom was a God-fearing woman, left her church because the church came against her child. That was love. You know what I'm saying? They were very close knit family. His sisters loved and adored him. They loved him. He went to school. He went to school. He wanted to be a model and was handsome, just gorgeous. Um, had his whole life ahead of him, and it was taken away by this selfish monster. Um, when they caught him and he was in jail, they went through a lot. His dad tried to write a book about him. The family stopped it, saying, "Hey, we want the proceeds from this, because basically you're capitalizing off of um this book." So he didn't. I don't think he put the book out. The biggest issue that's controversial to this day is that the families have not gotten any type of compensation from the series at all.
Oh yeah, no.
None. They didn't talk to the families to see if it was okay to tell the story. None of that took place or happened, right? Um, because of this, because none of that took place and happened, um, there's a controversy right now. A lot of families are disgusted. They don't want to see this. It's like they're having to relive the story over and over and over again. And so I get it. I understand wholeheartedly how that's a thing and an issue for them. Um, Apparently he got saved before that guy took his life. And the guy was told by God, according to him, to kill both him and the guy that was on the prison duty with him. Um, and he did. He killed him. Um, and he died. His brother, I read an article where his brother kind of laid low throughout the whole thing. His mom really wasn't trying to be a part of his life either. A little crazy, just a lot of craziness that went on with the story. But everybody did phenomenal in the roles that they played. They did a side by side video of the young lady who played the sister of one of the victims in court. versus the actual young lady who did the court, and it was spot on, like spot on. Phenomenal acting. The way they shot it was great. I just hate that, we keep telling the story over and over again, and then for the families not to get compensated, and they blocked them too. That's the other thing. I think they settled with the young boy who was 14. They settled with his family um
Mhm.
for like 800 and something $1,000, and they went and filed suit against the city. They had a viable claim because those cops were negligent in that situation. um but other than that, none of the other families were able to really get compensated. And not that they were looking for money, but they deserved money. At this point, I don't have my loved one, and y'all did nothing to stop what took place or happened. And it goes to show you that the situation with the police um, that we have as black and brown people, that we have with the police, is a situation that has taken place over the years. This isn't something that just started. This is something that's been ongoing. So that's where we are with that. And I mean, it's ridiculous, and it's quite alarming that that's the truth. And that's what I took away from it. Uh a lot of our black people go missing. A lot of our women go missing, and I saw a story about a white woman who faked her own kidnapping back in 2016 in California. And I didn't remember the story until I rewatched it again on 2020. um
I I wanted to also let you know reason why the dude that killed Dahmer killed that other dude
mm,
because the other dude killed his family and blamed it on two black guys.
okay, I didn't know that part. Okay, I knew he killed his family because you said something different. Yeah, he
Right.
killed
I
his
thought
family.
it had something to do with the race,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that was why.
Okay. um this lady, she faked her own kidnapping. Why, I don't know. They caught her in lie. She went to jail, of course. She'll be getting out soon, if I'm not mistaken. But um, she lied and blamed it on two Latino women and said somebody was trying to sex traffic her. And here is the thing that bugs me about that: when we go missing, it's not an issue. It's not a problem. It's not
Mm-mm.
something that they're in a hurry. That I hated that the young lady here got killed. She should have been able to run at any time of day or night, and
Mm-mm.
nobody bothered her. But they quickly solved that case, right?
Yeah, because normally, don't you got to be missing for at least 24 hours before they can start
48,
doing
I
searching?
thought.
Huh?
48, I thought. Is it
Oh, okay.
24? I thought it was 48, but no matter, they immediately got on that and they immediately solved that crime. If that
Mhm.
lady had been black, this would not have been
It, if it would have been that black doctor who we still looking for.
right. This would not be an issue. It would not be. There are black people that are still missing and they haven't found them. So my issue with the whole thing is that, yeah, no, we don't need to see another story about somebody oppressing us or doing this. But here's the thing: it's happening. A lot of
Mm.
our black young teenagers are being sex trafficked. And a lot of them are going to jail. Did you hear about that young lady in Utah who has to pay restitution to the family of the man who sex trafficked her that she killed?
What?
Yes, because it's a rule in Utah that the family can sue you. Why was your relative sex trafficking people? Let's start there. And why you want some money off that man? That's crazy. Now they set up a GoFundMe for her, so people have donated to it. So whatever restitution that she owes due, she's not gonna have to pay it. But that's the point I'm making is that that's a real thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't make sense. Like, why did this 15-year-old have to go through this? Why? So that's where I am with it. I just think that we need to we definitely need to take better account. And I hate when it's a black woman missing is or a black girl missing. Oh, they being fast. They doing this. They doing that. They probably just ran away. But when it's a white girl missing or it's a white woman missing, it's a different ball game. And all of us are in the same boat. In a lot of situations, that's the situation that's going on or taking place. So I just want us to really take account of that. Although no, you didn't want to sit through it, and it's a lot of people still haven't watched it because they feel like, well, I don't want that in my spirit, and that's fine. You ain't got to have it in your spirit, but that's something that you need to know. That man targeted black people, and you got a whole police department that really, in my opinion, helped them cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
So, just my thought process on it. Um, we got Love is Blind 3 is coming out on the 19th of October. Make sure you guys look out for that. Um, and then
Bling
uh
Empire.
Bling Empire is out now. So and make sure y'all go and make sure y'all go and check that out. I love Bling Empire. It is the I
Okay, I'm
I
on. Let's see, what episode am I on? I think I am on episode 4. Do you think Kevin had the right to feel some kind of way that other dude got working gig with Rihanna's
so
Fenty?
let me tell you why I feel like he felt that way. I think it was a little bit selfish, but I get where he's coming from. And the reason why I
Mhm.
say that is because he is not rich at all. In
Right,
comparison to them, they have all of them basically got a spoon in their mouth. Like they got
right.
money, right? He's just
Silver
allowed to hang out with
spoon.
them. Right. They got money. That boy can do anything he wants to do. Anything he want to do. You took on a modeling gig, and of course, Rihanna probably did reach out to you, and that's fine. But you took on a modeling gig, and then you wanted to celebrate it with your friend who is a model who's been trying to get work. I think it was a little insensitive. Just my thought process. So I get where he was coming from. And he said, I didn't want to say anything mean, so I just walked away. But you didn't like the way, and then Kelly, oh Kelly, Kelly was like, well, that was just mean. He was like, you don't understand. Y'all don't understand. I'm struggling. Y'all talk about me about not getting a car. I don't have a car because I can't afford one. I stay out here in LA. It ain't cheap to stay out here. I gotta try to make ends meet. I gotta hustle and do what I gotta do. So if that means I ain't got no car, I ain't got no car. You know, it's stuff like that. And I really think that a lot of them don't have a sense of reality. You know what
Mm-mm.
I'm saying? They
They
touch with
really don't.
reality. So all because
And
y'all have had
and
money.
and then to go to Mexico on his birthday
That was
and
petty,
Texas.
and he did that on purpose. Let me say that. And Kelly was like, "Well, I just thought it was an impromptu tree." He's like, "No, that man did that on purpose. Don't play games. He did it on purpose. Cause you mad at me because you think I'm mad at you because you booked this gig and I'm not. It's just it sucks.
Right.
I gotta be happy for you when this is what I do. I am a model. I've been modeling for over 10 years. This is what I do. And I'm out here struggling to book a gig.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm out here struggling to book a gig, and you done booked the gig. What is that about? That's all I'm saying. They get to do things outside of the purview, and I don't think they get that the rest of the people got to struggle and work and fight really really hard for what they got. So that's all I'm saying. You know, just my thought process on that. But make sure y'all check out Bling Empire. A lot of you probably won't care because it's a group of Asian people, but they're fabulous and I love them. Um, let's see. Anything else coming out that we're looking forward to?
Well, we know in November, Manifest is coming out on Netflix
Manifest will be here, and I cannot wait for the roller coaster ride. Y'all,
because they could not have left it the way they left it.
yeah.
People was big mad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 But they're gonna have to answer some questions. They're gonna have to clear some things up. They're
Hmm
gonna have to clear some things up. I need y'all please to find the child that was taken, and I'm gonna need y'all. And I'm gonna
But
need
didn't
y'all.
they all age? Well, I know the boy aged what he became the age he was supposed to be.
Yeah, he did become the age he was supposed to be. I don't know about the sister.
Well, the
Um.
sister wasn't in the plane.
Oh, that's right. The sister was already the age she was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Um. The baby, we don't know where the baby's at. The mama, we think is dead. Hopefully they resuscitate her. I need her to have a job. Uh, because I ain't seen her in nothing else. Um, we'll see. We will see how this turns out. I think it's gonna be several episodes. I think it's gonna be like an episode order, um,
Mm-hmm.
like their own, NBC. I think it's like I'm gonna be a 20 something episode show. So we'll see how that works out. Um, yeah. So we will see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. I'm excited. Um, I feel like there are other things that are coming out. Um, that I'll probably talk about next week. Anything else, Wendy?
No, I'm sorry. I've just been watching the nanny. I don't know why. I'm doing like nostalgia binging. And
I
right now it's the nanny.
Okay, so at night, and I'm gonna say this: there are two shows that I have to sleep with something on. I can't sleep in complete silence or darkness. It bothers me. If I do fall asleep in complete silence and darkness, I get up and I turn my TV on. Something has to be going on, the radio, the TV. Something has to be going on. The two shows that I watch that are super hilarious and super funny to me is the Mindy Project, that was on Fox and got moved over to Hulu when Fox canceled her because I just love Mindy Kaling. And then the other show that I watch is um New Girl, which was on Fox as well.
Mhm.
That has Zoe Deschanel and those guys. The guy who plays in the neighborhood now, I think his name is Max. I don't know his last name. That's sad. But he plays the neighbor of Cedric the Entertainer in the neighborhood, which came on tonight, by the way. I guess I'm gonna catch up on that and watch that when I go to chill out in the bed tonight. But so that's a nice little crew over there. And of course, what's his name? Lamorne Morris, as well as Damon Wayans Jr. also was on the show as well. So I love it. I definitely love that show. Both of those shows are hilarious and super funny to me. And they make me happy, like, and help me to go to sleep. I about know all the episodes. I probably know the words, just like you know the words of a different world, or the words of the Cosby Show or something like that. Those are just kind of a couple of the things that assist likes to watch. I feel like one day I'm gonna start back. I'm gonna binge watch A Different World again. Um,
You
I
can do
love.
it on HBO Max.
I know
Max.
because I did it. I did it before. Um, so I can't wait.
But did you see the one when it was? I think it was Whitley's 21st birthday, and Dwayne or Ron was trying to kidnap her, and she had that pillow with Giselle's picture.
Yes, yes,
Okay, so they did a gag reel on her
right.
while
With
she was
Denzel,
with Denzel actually coming in the
he actually
room.
came and she was hollering, baby. Oh Lord, I love it. I love it. Their bloopers were good. They did. I want to talk about the 35th anniversary because they just had it
Well,
last
it
month.
really all they did was just show different world. I'm thinking
Well,
it was
they
gonna
did,
be a
but
special.
Whitley and Dwayne Wayne, Jasmine Guy, Kadeem Hardison, they kind of went on tour. Kadeem done put on some weight, baby. Woo! That baby fluffy. Um, they went on like the Breakfast Club. They did several interviews leading up to
Mm-hmm.
that, and they talked about some things behind the scenes that we didn't know. I feel like we may need to do a nostalgia episode.
Okay, we need to.
We do. Because they talked about some things, and I was like, "Whoa, what? Huh? Who? What? What?" So that was the thing. So yeah, I think I still think that they need to do a reboot, maybe with like a new like what they've done with Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Well, not what they've done with Fresh Prince of Bel Air because they retelling the story, but it's dramatic. I don't think a different world needs to be a dramatic. I think it still needs to be a comedy. But um
They have like Dwayne, one of the teachers.
right, like have him as one of the professors or the dean of a school,
Mm-hmm.
have their kids there, or
I don't
relatives
think they
or
should have
something.
their kids. It should be new kids.
You think it should be all new kids?
Because if you think about it, in if 92 was the year that it ended, 92, 93, and Whitley
They
ended up
kids were grown,
pregnant, the child would have been graduated by now.
graduated, but maybe they had more kids.
That too.
They could have had young kids. Maybe Kim ended up with Spencer. Maybe they had problems having kids, or Ron and Freddie might have got a divorce, and maybe they got a child in grad school. It's so many things
Yeah, it's so
that
many
you can,
things.
so many different ways you can go with that. I would love for Jennifer Lewis to come back and be the dean of something, so somebody
The
can be on
only
my
thing
list.
that will be missing is Mr. Gaines.
I would, but the guy who played Mr. Gaines' son is still alive.
Mm.
So maybe he can take over the pit.
Mm.
I'm just saying, there's so many things. Listen, y'all
It's
need to
hard to
hire
get
me because
to
I have
know
ideas.
that Cree Summers and Kadeem Hardison actually dated.
Yeah, they were dating.
I did not know that.
They were dating. Yep.
So was this was like way before Shantae Moore?
Yeah, this was during a different world. Definitely before Shantae Moore. Um, they have a kid together. Shantae doesn't talk about their daughter. I thought they had a daughter. Shantae
Yeah.
doesn't talk about their daughter. She talks about her son with Kenny Lattimore because she had a contentious relationship with Kenny after their divorce, and they had a very ugly custody battle.
That's how it is.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
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 interesting.
interesting. But I think we do need to do like a nostalgia episode every once in a while. Just to talk
Like
about these.
once, like every fourth Monday of the month, do a nostalgia. Because there's a
Yeah,
lot of shows we can talk about.
it's a lot of shows we can talk about. I think I don't know. They honored Norman Lear recently because is he 100 yet? I think he about 100.
Who?
Norman Lear, who was the creator of Sanford and Son and
Mhm.
the Jeffersons
And
and
he outlived them. I'm
right,
like,
because like
Lord.
I about all them dead. He outlived them all. Um, I don't know what he's doing. But I know Jimmy Kimmel around the
Didn't
holiday.
they do like a special for him?
They did. So I don't know if they're gonna air that or not. Because normally they do an episode from one of the shows. So they did
A
the Facts of
live one.
Life. Yeah, they did the Facts of Life last holiday season. So I don't know what they're gonna do this holiday. I don't know if that's gonna be if they're gonna air that special during um during the holiday season or whatever. I'm not exactly sure. Um but I think he's done a phenomenal job, especially with bringing those black voices to TV. I did like that. So yeah, we got some stuff we can talk about. We do. So we'll plan it and get that going because I really want to talk about the old shows, the shows that are no longer. um and may binge
And
watch
I
some
know,
so we can talk about.
you're excited about this, but I'm not. Squid Game 2 is coming out. I'm so not excited about it. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
listen, I like the Squid Games. Yes, it killed a lot of hopes and dreams of the children games that I was uh so prone to. I that I loved so very very much. But it took a different take on it, and it was really really crazy. And it goes to show you that people will do anything for money, especially when they're desperate.
And it
It's
makes
just,
me really want to think, do they really do this in real life?
they might do that over in Asia. I don't know. They very well may do that over in Asia. I do not know. Probably. Ain't no telling. They
Mm.
might got a secret something going on. If some Asians come up missing, they be having population control over there. So I'm just
Mhm.
saying. um,
And then we're
if
supposed to when is the crown coming out?
the Crown, I think, is coming out. I feel like December,
Okay.
and of course, I think we all know how the story is gonna end.
Hmm.
Um,
They got it. I mean, they now got extended it for the end of the life of the queen. But I think it's kind of messed up that King Charles decided not to give Lilibet and Archie their Royal Highness title.
so here's the thing. Let's talk about that real quick, and then we're gonna get off of here. The king and the queen really don't run nothing. They are a figurehead. As you can see,
Hmm.
she didn't run nothing when she was the queen. They have what I like to call the modern day small council that makes the decisions for England. We will never know who those people are, or we might know who those people are because they might be standing up on the podium with them people, but they actually make the decisions for that kingdom or those kingdoms. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, she don't make no. She's a figurehead. He's a figurehead. That's what they are. They figureheads. So nah, he wasn't finna do that because the powers that be didn't want that to happen. Y'all done trash talked the office of the palace like that. No, absolutely not. Y'all stay over in America. Y'all come visit. Y'all stay on over in America, okay? You here? So I didn't think that they were gonna do that. I didn't think they
And
were gonna do
and then another movie you should watch on Netflix. I don't know if you watched it. It's about Marilyn
it.
Monroe, Blonde.
I tried so hard. I tried. I didn't know what was going on. I had to turn it off.
It's
I
sad though.
Her life is sad.
Hmm.
Her entire life is sad. Dorothy Dandridge is too. Their lives are sad. It's sad. It's really really sad. And to think that they had to put on a happy face and get in front of
And
a
let
camera.
these old perverts have sex with them.
Yeah,
It was just ugh.
it's crazy. It was sad. Hollywood back then for a woman, black, white, or whatever, was not a good place. Children either. Because if you saw Judy, now that's a story to watch, baby. Judy Garland.
Man, I
Did you see
saw
that
that
movie? Oh my
with
God.
Nate Zellweger.
Yes, baby. Judy went through it. Okay. She went through it. She went through it. Well, we're gonna talk. We're gonna get off of here. We're gonna let y'all go.
Yeah,
Uh Slowly but surely getting his hair down. Praise God. Again, husband, whoever you may be, you're gonna be helping me take these braids out of my head. I just want you to know,
and
sir.
loving every minute of it.
And loving every minute of it. Cause I can't do this on my own no more. All right, we out. Catch you guys next week. I will be back on the camera because my hair will be done. Praise God. Amen. All right,
Blessed
we out.
be.